or good day, or good night. Wait, no, because that would mean you're going to sleep. No, forget about that. Hello, welcome to this video. It is the 21st of April 2015, tomorrow is the 22nd, and tomorrow will be the official 4-year anniversary of this channel, RazorwireReviews. Yes, indeed. And yeah, I wanted to make this video. I woke up this morning, I heard a disturbing sound, and it was an interesting tweet that was sent out. In fact, there's a couple of interesting tweets that were sent out over the past couple of days that have piqued my interest. And I wanted to talk about them basically. Now, this involves a couple of YouTubers, and I always said to myself, I don't want to get involved in YouTube drama, and I don't see this as YouTube drama to the extent that other people have gone through it, to be honest. But I figured, there's no point kind of naming and shaming. Like last year I had that big bust up, a nasty incident with Movie Cave Dave, and I said, I'm not going to name, who it is, and oops. And I just thought, I'll just, not let anyone know, and just kind of, get my thoughts out on it, and, and then just leave it, and not, just forget about it. And the same is going to be for this one, although this one I will be naming, not necessarily shaming, but this one is about two people, mainly one person actually. And again, I haven't really got anything against them. Don't even have too much of a problem with what they said, but I felt like I needed to defend myself against what they were saying as well at the same time. Now, over the past week has been huge for Star Wars fans. The trailer came out, we had all the Star Wars Celebration stuff going on, it was awesome. And of course the teaser trailer, which I made a reaction video to. And that video has now got, I think, around 22,000 views, something like that, which is pretty cool. Do I get really excited about it? Not really. At the end of the day, it's just a number. And again, not a lot of those people are going to be actually sticking around and watching the rest of my channel, so it's not that exciting, but it is pretty cool to keep checking every day and seeing that it just keeps going and going and going because it's a popular topic. Now, I got a tweet the other day, and it was from a certain Dr. Hassline, yes, Kevin. And I've been a big fan of his channel for many years actually. I found his channel through Ryan Chataway, loved his videos, thought he brought something different to the table. He's very kind of proper, and had a great knowledge of films, and some great films in his collection that he talked about. He's got a great kind of Planet of the Apes setup and things like that. Really liked his style of presentation when it comes to YouTube, with very slick intros and things like that. Nice creative touches, and yeah, I just thought he had a really good channel. Still do. I still enjoy his videos. In fact, I commented on one of his videos a few weeks ago, and this is kind of where I kind of pieced it together. I put two and two together, and I finally realized, ding, he doesn't like me for whatever reason. And that's fine, because, it can be as simple as just not liking someone. I was talking to a friend of mine a few weeks ago saying there's this one guy we both know, and I'm just like, I've just never liked him. I've just never liked it. I don't know what it is. Sometimes that's just how it works with people. There's just some people you can't get along with, and you can't really, enjoy talking to them. It's just one of those things. So obviously he felt that way about me, and I always felt like it was a struggle to get talking to him. Like it was a bit of like, hey, how's it going? Want to talk about films? It's like, yeah, and he'd be like, keep me at arm's distance. I'd say, hey, I just watched, Planet of the Apes for the first time. I know it's one of your favourite films. Let's talk about it. And he's kind of like, okay. And then, it's very weird, and he had a Facebook page, I remember, and I liked that, and then I couldn't like any of his posts or comment on them. He blocked me from doing that for some reason, and I didn't know why. It was a bit odd, and I'll turn my phone off so I don't get bombarded with notifications that you can hear on camera. And yeah, so I thought, that's a bit weird, and I comment on his videos. Sometimes he'd comment back, sometimes he wouldn't. And but with that video a few weeks ago, I went back after his tweet to me, and I noticed he replied to everyone but me, and I thought, I put two and two together. And obviously, he's just not really, he just doesn't like me that much for whatever reason. I can't think of anything I've done to offend him, except for trying to talk to him about films, which is what this whole community is about in the first place. And it's just very weird to me. But again, no fault of his own. If it's just the way it is, sometimes you just don't, you don't like to talk to certain people. That's fine. Me personally, I would just like say to someone, and just be honest about it. But I know that can be tough, and especially it might come across as harsh. And there are people who don't really want to kind of be like that. And again, that's fine. So whatever, I watch his videos every now and again, and I don't really pay too much attention because he doesn't interact with me that much. And that's what I love about this community, is just interacting with people, talking to them about films, which is why we're all here. So anyway, I got this tweet, and it was by Dr. Hassline. And he said, "Oh, it's something like he's deleted it now, or I can't see it anyway." And he said something like, "Oh, it's funny how you know, all these Star Wars reaction videos are so over the top and stuff, and you know, very strange," or something like that. He said, and then he tweeted at RazorwireRyan in particular was over the top, or was overacted quite a bit. He said. So here's a guy who doesn't like to contact me, doesn't like to speak to me. In fact, I looked on his Twitter page, I couldn't see anything. It said this person has banned you from looking at their tweets or contacting them in any way. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, where does this come from? It's so weird. He's just the weirdest guy. You know, fair enough, whatever. But so this tweet, he doesn't contact me, but he wanted me to know that he thought I was overacting in my Star Wars teaser reaction video. Now again, fair enough, he probably doesn't follow my videos, and so he doesn't know that I am a huge Star Wars fan and have been for 20 years. 20 long years. Since I was 7 years old, I watched Return of the Jedi. I'd finished the trilogy. It was that first moment in my life where I actually experienced melancholy and bittersweetness, where, excuse me, it was the end of something so great. But there was no more, you know. I'd never get to see Luke again in a film, and that really just got, and Luke was my favourite character, and, you know, perfect ending for the character in Return of the Jedi, but it was just like, oh, I'm never going to get to see any more of this, and it's kind of sad, you know. And then the new films came out, and I enjoyed them, I loved them at the time and stuff, still enjoy them quite a bit, but, you know, never going to get to see Luke Skywalker again, and it never entered my mind that it would be possible. And when it was announced a few years ago, my brain just went supernova. I mean, I'm 53, 54 videos into a series I've been running for 2.5 years, called The Road to Episode 7, where I've tried everything, you know? I mean, yeah, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon and making Star Wars teaser trailer reaction videos. I've been making reaction videos for the past 2.5 years on the small stuff that no one cares about, like, ooh, this rumor about the subtitle, or, you know, whatever. So many countless videos I've made, which get, what, 50, 60 views? No one cares, no one gives a shit about those videos, and that's fine, because I like charting it for myself. You know, I'd love to think that, you know, if my dad was ever a Star Wars fan, you know, if he'd say to me, oh, I made a video reacting to the Empire Strikes Back trailer when I was your age, I'd be like, oh my god, that's amazing, you know. Maybe in 20, 30 years time I'll have kids and they'll be like, oh, I really love that Force Awakens film, and I'll be like, hey, I've got my reaction to the trailer, check this out. Here's me when I'm younger and I had hair, you know. That's what this is all about for me, is just having those memories and stuff. The views, you know, they go with it because it's a popular hot topic, and sure, I used a thumbnail where my face was like that, and I zoomed in on it so that people could get a good look at it and think I want to watch that video, because I thought it was worth sharing, because my reaction was emotional, because I've been waiting for years now. Again, for 20 years I wanted to see more of Luke Skywalker in a film. I wanted to see more of Han and Leia. Never thought it would happen. 2 years ago it was announced it is going to happen, and then, you know, it just starts building and building and building. We had the first teaser last year. I made a reaction to video to that as well. That didn't take off because I wasn't promoting it, because I knew it wasn't that good of a reaction. I was just sat there kind of processing it. I didn't really get animated or anything like that because it didn't evoke that much out of me. I did really enjoy it, but I didn't get that initial way, you know. So I didn't go teaser reaction. I just put it in the Road to Episode 7 series, so it didn't get many views. With this one, I recognized the fact that I got emotional during this trailer. I was, you know, visibly, I thought, very excited about it, and it was, again, films that I just have so much passion for them, you know. And for me, I live for those moments where you get emotional, where it hits you in the chest. That is what it's all about. It makes you feel, you know. And yeah, it might be a sci-fi film, you know, it might not be, you know, high art or anything, but man, it got me where it counts. And it was just so much iconography in that trailer that was just incredible. The Darth Vader's helmet, the Star Destroyer, hearing Luke's voice again, lightsabers, stormtroopers, TIE fighters, X-Wings, Millennium Falcon, Han and Chewie, the new characters. It was just an overall sensory assault. And so everything in that reaction video is genuine. And in fact, if you look at the mashup video, there's this big mashup video of all the reactions. There's like 30 in there, and I'm in the top left. It's the one with like 50,000 views or something at the minute. I'm in the top left. Watch me in the top left when Han and Chewie come out at the end and he says, "Chewie, we're home." Everyone's like, yeah, oh god. Me? Just watch my face. I don't do anything. My eyes widen a little bit, but that's it. Because I was just like, wow, you know, overwhelmed by it. I wasn't overacting, and it was completely genuine, because, you know, that's just who I am. I get really excited about stuff that I love. So sue me, you know. And then there was a tweet sent out by a friend of his. She's, well, I'm not sure if she makes videos anymore now, but Miss Poppy90, Hannah. She tweeted out, I love how pathetically attention-grabbing some of these Star Wars reaction videos are. Overreacting for views? Pathetic. She used pathetic twice in that tweet. Now, I know for a fact they're very close. Again, they're in videos together, you put two and two together. So obviously, you know, same kind of thing going on here, and obviously that is aimed at me. Now, she tweeted me back and said, because I replied to her, and she said, oh, it's sad that you think I was talking about you. You were talking about me. Let's just be fucking honest about it. I mean, you know, people, they like to throw their little digs in there, but when someone calls them out on it, they backtrack. Oh, I wasn't talking about you. Oh, it's sad that you think I was. No, you were talking about me. That's what it was. You know, and then she even said that, where is it now? People crying and kind of, and she also sent me a private message and said, you were in tears? Come on, overreacting. I wasn't in tears. I said I almost teared up, and you know, my eyes got a little dewy, but they didn't fall, and I said, you know, I was getting, honestly, I could have cried almost, right? And that's not overdoing it, you know? If I was going to play that angle, the title of the video would be, Fan Cries at the Trailer, you know? I mean, it's not for views, it's for the passion and sharing that passion. And the fact that they've got 20,000 views is just a fun byproduct of that. You know, it's not like I'm going to make any extra money out of that, you know, maybe a few extra dollars, you know, and trust me, the money I make from YouTube is very small. You know, I get paid maybe once every 8 or 9 months, and it's not even that much. So again, you get these people who make videos and they get hundreds of thousands of views. That's where the real money's made. That's where the real, you know, attention seeking comes, you know. And for me, I've just got to think that in some small way, Dr. Hassel and Kevin was jealous of the fact that I was getting all these views. And again, this is where they're going to be like, oh, that's ridiculous that you'd think that I'm jealous. It's probably true, it just probably is, and I've experienced it myself, because I've seen videos where YouTubers make a video and they're just like, way, and they're like proper like just acting like a tit, and they get hundreds of thousands of views, and I think, wow, I could do that, and I'd get all these views and probably make some money out of it. But I don't want to lower myself to that kind of thing, but then again, it might be their personalities. Either way, there is a way to play and manipulate the YouTube game if you want to get views, you know? Suggestive thumbnails. You know, there's even people in the movie community who do it. The Flickpick, for example. You know, I used to enjoy his videos until he started just making, like, you know, thumbnails that said trailer, HD, you know, X-Men Days of Future Past official full first trailer 2014 review, you know, and he gets hundreds of thousands of views, and it's just kind of like, ah, that's a bit cheap, you know. I could do stuff like that, but I don't, because I don't want to abuse that system. I want to just make videos that I want to make, and that is what it's all about. But it's also about, you know, promoting your video. So yes, I did want to say teaser reaction. I did want to put a picture of my face looking shocked, because it makes people want to watch it. You know, and I did tag, you know, the trailer reactions and stuff in the description of the video, so that people would see it. Because the more people who see it, there might be a few who filter down and watch the rest of my videos, and there's more people to talk to and interact with, and again, it's just growing an audience. And it's not something I ever want to be a job or ever want to be successful at, you know, and things like that. It's just a really fun hobby, you know. And I just found it, like, strange that these two were kind of just picking at me in the way that, you know, just a little snide dig. But yeah, especially Kevin, he wanted to make sure that I knew that he thought I was overacting, you know. And yeah, and don't just use pathetic twice in the same tweet, and it's just like, you know, am I really pathetic? You know, I don't think I am. And I just find it very, very strange, the whole thing, you know, and I just wanted to get that out there and defend myself on that, because for me, I wasn't doing it for views. I wasn't doing it for anything other than the pure love, the pure passion of the Force, man. That's what I'm doing it for, and that's what I'm doing the Road to Episode 7 series for. So again, you kind of insinuate I'm jumping on a bandwagon here. I've been doing this for years, literally this Road to Episode 7 stuff. It's all part and parcel with the whole thing. So yeah, again, she's saying, you know, oh, people cry, I think you're being kind of ridiculous. Am I? You know, fair enough, if that's what you think. If you think I'm being ridiculous and I'm overacting, and again, to a degree, who do you really know on YouTube, deep down, you know, unless you've met them and you've hung out with them personally, do you really know them, you know? I don't know them, they don't really know me, maybe they just see my reactions and think I'm overacting, but, you know, I can assure you it was genuine, and I just found it a bit, just a bit of a dagger in, you know, to well, particularly from Kevin, because again, I kind of looked up to him in a way and thought, you know, he makes really great videos and I like his style and stuff, and you know, again, was an admirer of his channel. And then, you know, that's where it kind of gets, you know, I've had comments on the Star Wars reaction video where it's like, you know, oh, you're a twat, oh, look at your fat ugly mug, you geek, you nerd and all that. I've deleted about 5 or 6 comments so far, which isn't too bad considering there's been 20,000 people who've watched it. So, you know, and that's just nothing because they're strangers, it rolls right off the back. But when it's someone who you know and you've watched for a couple of years and stuff, and they say like, oh, you know, oh, that's a bit pathetic, you know, it kind of stings a little bit, honestly. So that's why I made this video, just to kind of put my version out there, and also say, you know, a little bit of why I do YouTube, which I think I've kind of covered so far. And again, it's been 4 years tomorrow, so that's awesome. And yeah, I was planning on making a video kind of like a look back on the year, because I did that for the first 2 years of my channel. Didn't do it last year. And I've done things like my YouTube story and, you know, people I watch and things like that, but I haven't got the time to edit it unless there's quite a few people who would like to see me make a compilation of like the past couple of years of videos that I've done. Maybe like, you know, 10-15 minutes of just like funny bits or, you know, good moments or whatever, then I might do that. But otherwise, consider this my 4-year anniversary celebration video, where I just have a little rant about this little weird situation that's cropped up. And you know, I just think, and I'll get the message up here, see if there's anything else I can cover, but that's pretty much it, to be honest. And I've got nothing against him. I just found it very odd that, again, either Kevin has some jealousy over the fact that I got so many views, or he just has this weird obsession, because, again, why is he watching my videos if he doesn't like me? You know, why is he checking it out? And again, even Hannah said, you know, oh, crying, really? Which means that she watched not only the reaction in my video, but she watched the rest of it. There's like another 3 minutes, so she kept on watching to hear me say that I almost teared up, you know. So why are they watching this if they don't like me? You know, just again, he's already blocked me on Twitter. Just get it over with and just, you know, push me to the side and forget about me, like I'll be doing with you, and we'll both be happier again. Breathe, you know. And then another thing that she said, what was it? Sad that you think I was solely talking about you. My thoughts originally, just wanted to post it so that someone wouldn't think that it was Kevin's. Now I don't get what she meant by that. It kind of sounds like she's saying that that what he originally tweeted about me being overacting was her thoughts originally, but she didn't want anyone to think that it was his thoughts, even though she also tweeted that she wasn't talking solely about me, which is a complete and utter contradiction. Again, you just get these people who they say these things to you and you're just like, what? What are you talking about? It's just very bizarre, very bizarre. Always thought he was a little bit odd, but it's bizarre. It's bizarre world. It really is YouTube. You find these people and they just, it's strange. It really is. Just because someone's not a fan doesn't mean they're jealous. She also said, maybe he doesn't like you. Huh, you think? Yeah, just because someone's not a fan doesn't mean they're jealous. Well, why do they tweet to me? Here's the thing, you know, if he just said it and not mentioned me, let it slide, whatever. But he made sure that I saw it. So again, if you're willing to prod, then get ready to accept the fact that I'm going to prod you back. I mean, it just is what it is. You know, if you're going to throw it out there, you got to be ready to take it back. But that's it for me on the situation. Just again, clearing it up, defending my part of it. And yeah, it's been a crazy couple of days with Star Wars videos. I've put so many up again, not just the teaser stuff. And if you've watched the other videos I put up over the past week that are Star Wars related, not many views. So again, I'm not doing this for the views. I'm doing this because I love Star Wars. So a bit of a break from those for a while. Back to the marathon month, which it is. This month of April is marathon month, and coming up will be Japanathon next, and then Silent Movie Marathon 2, and then in May, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll have the 24-hour Movie Marathon 4 ready to post, the feature-length extravaganza. And there'll be other stuff. There's a Blu-ray update I've been waiting to post for days, but the Star Wars stuff just took over. And yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call me out on the fact that I did a Batman vs Superman teaser reaction, which is just me taking the piss out of people who do teaser reactions to begin with, which is just, again, I find so ironic. And again, I was just watching the Star Wars trailer again, but I had fun doing that video, by the way. I got like so many dislikes, it was kind of actually, it was kind of like rewarding. I got that many dislikes. So yeah, that was just a fun little joke. But back to normal service. Blu-ray update coming soon. A couple of unboxings. A really special one at the end of the week, hopefully as well. And yeah, just more of the same. I'll be making another video just talking about the trailer and kind of analysing it and just going over everything that was shown and just like, again, the aftermath of it after I've kind of, well, I've kind of calmed down about it now, but I couldn't really formulate my thoughts when I did the teaser reaction video. So there'll be another video about that coming up soon where I'll be trying to get some views, and I'll be overacting, and the whole time I'll be like, way, and I'll be like, you know, really just being pathetic, obviously. But anyone who watches my channel knows that I'm not like that, and again, it's the special things like a Star Wars teaser with fucking Luke Skywalker in it for the first time in 30 years that will get me excited to that degree. So, thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed. And again, I would say, you know, don't not watch their channels anymore. But as far as I'm concerned, she doesn't make videos anymore. He rarely makes videos, and in the past he kind of made this video where he expressed some disdain for the whole community anyway, like he was above it or whatever. So I don't think he really cares either way, to be honest. And you know, but again, this is just a personal thing, and it shouldn't be a reflection of you not watching their channels at all. But hey, I'm just throwing it out there. You know, why be passive aggressive about it? Direct it directly to the people you're talking about. And you know, not make a sly little tweet. Make a video and get it out there, I say. So there we go. There could either be like some drastic consequences to this, or there could be nothing. Hopefully nothing. Let's just draw a line under it. You know, I've said my piece, you've said yours, it's done. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed me getting rather passionate about this. And I'll see you with the next video.
Really nice guy, looks after his friends. He only chucks them about the place a couple of times on the weekend. Yeah, he's alright by me. Apart from the fact he throws cans and call it into a tree. Yeah, he's really cool.